My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Monster Train 2. Time to set out for our third run. And this one, for the very first time, with a different Ember Heart. Sorry, Ember Heart, was it? Pyre Heart, rather. So the default Pyre Heart has 45 damage and 80 health. This one, Winge's Spirit, has once per battle, select the heart to restore the front friendly units on all floors to full health. And on top of that, it also has 40 damage and 70 health instead. Okay, cool. I wonder if there will be one that's like 1 health, 200 damage. Something truly absurd. Something very, very glass cannon. Now, we have this new coven, which I would like to do some playing with. Align the secretive Lunar Coven and tap into the mercurial power of the moon to empower spells and weapons alike. We have the champion Ekka, who is a 5/5. The High Witch of the Lunar Coven. Lady Ekka led the Selene in both ritual and life, though even she did not know that the prophecy was looming over the Coven until it was far too late. And their spell that they give us is a 0 Ember spell, Witch Weave. Deal 1 damage to an enemy unit, or restore 1 health to a friendly unit. Interesting. We'll also jump up to the next Covenant rank, so battles will have additional enemies. Battles will have additional enemies, and also enemies are stronger, and we add additional random cards to the start deck. Alright, let's depart. Actually, do I want Banished or Pyreborn as my... You know what, let's make Pyreborn our secondary clan. Yeah. We have Seraph Eternus, the Chosen of Savagery. Enchants enemy units with Rage 3, and our units enter with Melee Weakness 1. Woof. That can be a little frustrating. We'll have to find a way to deal with that. Archeon, Scion of Savagery. Archeon gains 2 Rage when an enemy unit dies on the same floor. And Kale, Lord of Cherubs, giving Vampiric Feed. Kale and his Cherubs give 7 damage and lifesteal 1 to enemy units, which is lifesteal for the next X attacks. Cool. We also start with two random copies, rather, of both Bloody Moon and Lava Armor. We've seen Lava Armor before, but the new cards, I will always read them out. 2 Ember, Bloody Moon, it's a spell, deals 25 damage, and on Slay, gain 2 Ember. Cool. That's actually a really, really good card to have a couple of copies of in the base deck. Very good to upgrade by lowering its cost so you can use it as a way to gain energy as well as take out units rather than just nullify its own cost. And then there's also Nightingale. This is a blue banner unit, 1 Ember, 2 Size, Stealth 2, New Moon, Multi-Strike 1. New Moon is active only during the new moon. What are the moons? I haven't encountered that yet. I have to imagine maybe that's related to Ekka. Alright, let's have a look at our upgrade for our champions. There's the Silver Empress line, where Ekka gains the ability Lunar Echo. Cooldown 2, create an ephemeral copy of a random spell played last turn. Random spell. And also, at full moon, we'll have plus 15 Conduit, which is plus 1 magic power on the floor per stack. Cool. Ekka. On Moon Cycle, which triggers when the moon changes phases, apply plus 1 to damage and health to friendly units on the floor. I mean, I want to go with magic power, so give me Silver Empress. So do we have cards in the base deck that are changing the moon? Do we change the moon every time we cast a Witch Weave card? No clue. Oh wow! Shadow's Sheath. We used this a lot last run, so I'm leaning away from it, despite the fact that I think it would be particularly good with Lunar Coven. Friendly units gain Stealth 1 on Summon and on Slay, plus 3 damage per stack of Stealth. Oh, there's also the Silent Sigil. When it becomes New Moon, apply 10 armor to friendly silent units. Sure. So if there's a way to cycle between the moon phases, I'll be trying to do that as commonly as possible. Heavenly Toll, you can start with units on every line if you should like, because I would like the money. Ah, here we are, moon phase. The Lunar Coven's moon affects certain cards. There are two phases, new moon and full moon. The moon changes phase each turn. Damn it. I was really hoping it would be more common than that. Right, let's get a Shield Steward on the top line, a Shield Steward on the second line, and behind each of them, one of our units. On New Moon, have Multi-Strike 1. The moon changes phase each turn. In deployment phase, it's not a turn, right? So I think it'll still be New Moon for the first round, so I'm going to put Nightingale on the top line so it's easier to clear out all of the summons, and I'm going to put Ekka on the second. Never mind, the moon did change phase. Dang. Ekka. Create an ephemeral copy of a spell played last turn. I did not play any spells last turn. So Bloody Moon can clear a unit for us for free. And then each of these Witch Weaves can do the same. We have Conduit active on this floor, despite the fact that it's entirely unnecessary. Ooh, Lurking Miscreant on the next floor. I'm actually going to target you with a Firestarter there, as well as summon a Spear Steward on the bottom line in order to chip away at the Cowering Sycophant. That'll be fine. There's definitely got to be cards that move the moon phase, right? I'm almost certain of it. Okay, I've got 2 stacks of lava armor I can drop somewhere. I kind of feel compelled to drop them on the bottom line just for the Spear Steward. And I will. So now we've got a bottom line that actually does something. This top line does have the ability to kill the Collector. That's all I need from you. I go create an ephemeral copy of a card last turn. Oh no. Oh, okay. Witch Weave, that's fine. It's just a character I can take down. Beauteous. Nightingale with Multi-Strike. I think that's probably the one that I should actually be defending. If I had to guess, I would say that it's quite likely we end up with our boss getting all the way to that final floor. That said, I can also use Winter's Spirit to give everyone a little bit of health, so... Actually, we're probably much better off than we're thinking. 1, 2... Alright, let's do it. Winter's Spirit! Now everyone's back on full health. Got a couple rounds to throw Pyre Gel, just in case it's needed. Astriel the Lost. Oh, they actually do have damage. They're just sapped of their damage at the moment, so it'll be gaining more damage over the course. Bloody Moon, Firestarter. I mean, realistically, we Bloody Moon the target down. Ooh, ephemeral copy of a spell from last turn. I keep forgetting to do that. It'll take me a while for that to become second nature. But give it a second, I'll get there. I guess because it's a random copy of a spell from last turn, there's no point in doing it later in the turn. I mean, obviously there will be reasons to do it later in the turn. But I might as well take the random draw as early as possible so I can plan around it. Typically. Take him out with spells. 50, 75, and a clan pack for each. Ideal. I don't think we need another bloody moon. Oh, ability, manipulate. Manipulate. The Meddler, a 1 ember creature with 1 size, has summon phase, which advances the current phase of the moon, and an ability, phase. So yeah, this is literally what I was just saying. I'm gonna want the ability to change the phase as many times as possible. Please give me Meddler. There's also Silver Strike over here. 1 ember to deal 25 damage to the front enemy unit. At full moon, deal twice damage instead. Cool, but give me the Meddler first. Stuck Up Well has the ability of Expensive Taste, which could distribute Avarice to all friendly units on a cooldown of 3. I do like having Avarice on friendly units. I will say Flicker is also pretty appealing here. 0 Ember to deal 1 damage to all enemy units on the field, and we've got Conduit, so that's like 16 damage to all enemies with 0 energy. Actually, that's really good, and I'm going to take it. The only reason I'm not going to take Alchemy right now is because as much as I do like investment payoff kind of plays, I exploited the hell out of it last episode. And at least here, while I'm doing the first couple episodes for each clan, I'm going to try and engage in different things if I can, rather than clicking the golden buttons. That is, the cards that have been won with in previous runs have this gilded border, so I know to avoid them. Let me be clear, I'm not going to avoid them if it's a bad idea. I'm just going to avoid them if I could reasonably make a different choice. Okay, so our second round has Pyre Remains on the left side with a Merchant of Arms. The right side is the Merchant of Magic. So on this line, I will take a Merchant of Steel. Also got a Lunar Coven Banner. Lunar Coven Banner. There we go. 2 Ember, 3 size, Shade Guard. Resolve. If it is New Moon, gain +10, +15. And then there's another Nightingale. I will say, I do like Nightingale, but the fact that the Shade Guard gains that means that I can try and manipulate the moon phase to constantly end at New Moon so that the Shade Guard is growing every single turn. I like that a lot. Multi-strike. Dualism. Upgrade a unit to gain Dualism. Doubles the stacks of armor and buff and debuff statuses applied by this unit. I don't... Yeah. Dualism isn't going to double the actual gains there. Oh, it'll double the stealth? Multi-strike is not a... Wait, hang on. What are the orange ones called there? It's not a status effect regardless, so it's not relevant to this. Fair enough. Titan Stone. Upgrade a unit with Titanite. Takes half damage. We could use that as a way to get Shade Guard to be very powerful to protect Ekka. Yeah. I'm also going to take Avarice 3 on Nightingale, because it already has Multi-Strike a lot of the time. Titanite on Shade Guard. How do I feel about just 14 more damage, maybe on the Meddler? Good, as it turns out. I'll keep a little bit more money so that I can go to the Merchant Magic for more impact in the next round. Until then, though... Oh, dude, I'm not ending the episode. Until then, though, in this instance, until then I will need to proceed to the second battle. There's a trial of the Mind Muddler here. Draw less 1 card a turn, but gain 75 coins for doing so. I do think I could get away with drawing 1 less per turn, to be frank. And I do want the money. So those things line up. I'll click. Okay, Shade Guard. You need to block for Ekka. And Nightingale, you need to attack as many times as possible. So Shield Steward protects Nightingale on the bottom line. And then Ekka is protected by Shade Guard, probably on the second line, to be honest. Okay, it's currently full moon. A bloody moon to take out one of these enemies. Which we've yet another. Ekka has nothing to copy. I wonder if Ekka would be able to copy something from the deployment phase. Maybe I should find a way to put a spell in my deployment phase for that reason. 2 fire starters set up the flagellants. Ekka gives us Bloody Moon. Yeah, better to have that sooner rather than later. I'll take out that line again. Ah, it's on the resolve phase. This flagellant is dying. I was like, how are we killing it? I'm not doing that much damage. It does, though. Okay, we're even perfectly set up. So when I summon the Meddler here, we'll phase into New Moon, and then next turn, when we're back in Full Moon, I can use the Meddler to phase back into New Moon. So each turn, the Shade Guard is going to get its buff. I don't even think I need to use my Shield of Wind here. I mean, I will. I just don't think I need to. Legion. Oh, okay, it's only 5 damage, but this enemy also has spikes 3, which is a little annoying. I guess Shade Guard should probably have the lava armor. And then we want to go back to New Moon, which gives armor 10 to Nightingale and Shade Guard as well. Hell yeah. Also, the Meddler looks cool as hell. Kind of getting, like, Lucy from Disenchantment vibes. I don't care what anyone says. I really like Disenchantment. Yeah, sure, it was slow, but I was binge watching it. And also, you get to spend more time with the characters when it doesn't have to do a bunch of... Anyway. That's a completely different rant. For a completely different day. Set back into the video game for a second and just nuke that guy with a bunch of stuff. Perfect. Winja Spirit for 0 healing. But then we get to watch Shade Guard simply eviscerate Legion here. No problem. Ooh, Pyheart, Heart of the Pact has been unlocked. There's another Bloody Moon. I have half a mind to do it, but I'm not gonna. Starstruck. 1 Ember to deal 5 damage. If it's done during the full moon, applies Dazed 1. And Moon Pixie. 1 Ember, 1 size unit. Conduit 3. Enchant, so it gives all other units on the same floor. Also, Conduit 3. Yep. That's just a bunch of magic power right there. Lava Armor again, there's Golden Touch again, and Pyre Cask. 1 Ember to consume, apply Pyre Gel 10. I could do that. It doesn't really matter that much, though. Golden Touch just for a little Dragon's Horde. Especially considering how much magic power I have, certainly doesn't seem beyond the pale. I'm about to upgrade spells as well in just a second. Fine. I'll take a Golden Touch. Heart of the Pact. New Pyre Heart unlocked. After playing a card from your primary and allied clan, draw 1 extra next turn. All right, that seems like a good Pyre Heart to me. Oh, it has one very good word on it. All of the rest of them, almost irrelevant in my mind. There's one very good word on there. Next. Pireborn unit, yep, we're going over this direction. We already decided that last time. Pireborn banner, give me a Miser or a Greed Dragon. Give me a Miser, a 1-space unit, 3 damage, Avarice 10. If it deals unblocked damage, gain gold equal to that Avarice score, so that's just 10 every time it attacks. And it's also got another 9 health. Yeah, give me Miser. I'm gonna upgrade a spell as well as I can. Keepstone. Upgrade a spell to gain holdover. I kind of want to give that to Golden Touch. Because, like, if I can get a kill with Golden Touch every turn, so if I, like, make it intrinsic and holdover, then I can get Dragon's Horde without even focusing on doing it. You know what? That sounds kind of dumb. And I love dumb. For Power Stone, certainly feels like just upgrading Flicker is a good go. Upgrade a spell to lower 2 cost. You know what? I'm gonna make one of the Bloody Moons cost 0. Just as a kind of ramp spell. Into the Celestial Alcove. What event do you have for me today? An ornate mirror stands alone, unanchored to any wall or frame. Its glass ripples like some sort of portal. Curious, you pick up a small piece of scrap and toss it towards the mirror. The glass shimmers as the scrap disappears without a trace, until 2 identical pieces of scrap come hurtling out. It seems this mirror can be used to multiply your forces. How will you use this mirror? Remember when I was saying it's really important that we like get big upgrade before we come to this? Yeah. Because I could just get 5 copies of Bloody Moon, which would be pretty good. Then I could just focus on draw for all of the rest of the time. I could get another Meddler, which would give me the ability to literally always have the right face active. That's pretty good too. I mean, I could get a second copy of Golden Touch, which that locks out like a lot of my mana each turn, but I'm getting like Dragon's Horde constantly. I really don't think I need a second Golden Touch yet. No, it's not that. I could try and get a second copy of a Titanite Shade Guard. I'm actually leaning towards getting a second copy of the Meddler. Literally one more of them, and the moon will always be in phase. A curious approach. You decide to use the mirror only once more. Once you've gained the desired copy, you begin to wonder, which one's the original? Could it still be in there? Trapped inside the glass? The train rumbles. There's no time for such questions. There is a war to fight. Priorities. We'll come back to question this after we've done with the war. Archeon, the scion of savagery. Merchant of Trinkets? Forgotten Moon's Armory and Merchant of Steel. Yikes. I want to go to the Trinkets, but I'm not going to have the right money for it, I don't think. Killing units on the same floor as Archeon is going to give them 2 rage, which is 4 additional damage, so that can actually be pretty threatening. Miser and Nightingale, you both want to be on the bottom line here if you can. But you can't. Ooh, maybe I go for capacity. Yeah, I've got to put a shield steward on the bottom line. Heck, I even kind of feel like I got to put a shield steward on the top line. Because I would like to have spaces to actually summon my meddlers without them immediately dying. Yeah. We'll get back to those cards. Okay, so Bloody Moon we just used for an immediate free removal. Then Golden Touch. Meddler. We're currently in Full Moon. Yes, but I do want New Moon, so Meddler will summon you. Thank you for phasing for us. That also gave us some armor. I'm not going to use Ekka yet because there is nothing on them. Should I pop Firestarter here? Yeah, I think so. Just start building up some Pyogel on Archeon, make him much easier to kill. We're probably going to need to use Winge's Spirit at a really good time in this fight so that we can save both of our train stewards. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to buff Archeon here. Ekka brings back an ephemeral Witch Weave. Easily helping us secure this kill. Meddler, phase us back to the New Moon, please. I'm heavily incentivized to just double Firestarter to Archeon. I'll do it. Shade Guard's getting pretty big. Oh, I have to deal with it actually being a full moon. How dare you? I think I'll use Winge's Spirit right now so that I can keep my bottom line, keep it active for a moment. Firestarter there. Flicker, and that unit will take care of itself. And a little bit more Witch Weave for Archeon. And we're set up for another 2 New Moon turns in a row. Because the ability of the Meddler is back. Get him, Golden Touch. Oh my god! Ekka brought back another Golden Touch. Ooh! I could choose to get energy from Bloody Moon or the Slay from Golden Touch. I'm gonna go for the Slay from Golden Touch. Hell yeah. Score another 5 for free. Let's have Lava Armor on the big boy. Excellent. Feel like this is going perfectly. One more unit down for free. Yeah, don't have the room. Oh, 17. Oh, okay. I could use Lava Armor to save the bottom line here. And I suspect I should. Then we use Meddler after we play the Moon Pixie to manipulate back to Full Moon, hit the enemy with a newly conduit empowered, what's that card's name again? Witch Weave, so that no one gets to the top floor. Perfect. And we're back in New Moon again, so that's more armor for our silent units, as well as even more growth for the big boy. Large guy, big man. Get him, dude. Oh, hell yes. First off, Ekka. Free spell, thank you. Golden Touch slays another. I'm heavily incentivized to try and leave the Cowering Sycophant alive here. Because if I can slay them with the Golden Touch next turn, then I'll have collected 8 Dragon's Horde just in this fight. And I'm pretty sure I can do that. Yeah. That's the Golden Touch. My god. A fully lootable Dragon's Horde already. I don't even need to manipulate the moon phase. $150 gold, we get a rare pack, we get a unit draft, we get a major enhancement, as well as the full Dragon's Horde. Hell Furnace. When a unit gains Pyre Gel, it gains 3 additional stacks. Again, we do have the Lava Armor giving out Pyre Gel. There is a Incant gives Pyre Gel character in the... I was going to say Hellhorned. In the Pyreborn. So we should keep that in mind as well. Ooh, Duality. Attuned. Multiply the effects of magic power by 5. Deals 10 damage to an enemy unit or restores 10 health to a friendly unit. Oh, okay. So, I mean, it's pretty powerful, but it is just like Witchweave. And Superheated, double the amount of Pyre Gel on a unit. Yeah, I'll definitely just take Duality here. And there's the reason I should have taken the other one. Of course. Incant. Triggers when you play a spell on this floor. Apply 1 Pyre Gel to all enemy units. I could take that, but there's also the Astrologer here. On Moon Cycle, gain +4 damage. You know what? Yeah. Hell's Flame, Heaven's Light. I'm actually leaning towards Heaven's Light. Is that wild? I don't usually take that. But I think I can get a lot of value out of having being able to have the space to summon both of the meddlers, but also having Nightingale, Moon Pixie, Miser, all on the same floor. Ooh, that's going to collect us a lot of money. We'll definitely loot this, because it's currently full. Whenever you damage your own unit, reduce cooldown by 1. I mean, that would actually be a really, really, really fun way. Unfortunately, I can't use Witchweave to do that, because it only restores health to friendly units. But I could use a couple of the fire starters if I really needed to, in order to kickstart the moon cycle on the meddlers. Well, supply 3 Pyre Gel on strike, and when an enemy unit ascends, they gain Pyre Gel 2. That's also pretty good. Give me the Pyre Gel 2. I've already got 2 meddlers in the deck. 1 of 3 artifacts. Split Anvil is here. I remember you. When you play a spells in hand that cost less are reduced to 0 cost for the turn. So if I play Bloody Moon, all of my fire starters cost 0. It's pretty cool. Ancient Pyre Tap. When you are out of Ember, cards can be played for their cost in Pyre health. Insane. And Wanderer's Talisman. At the start of each turn, friendly units gain +5/+5 if they are the only friendly unit on the floor. I'll take my Split Anvil, thank you. For my spell run? Yes, I will be taking the Split Anvil, thank you. Champion upgrade offers us... Ooh. Interesting. We could take Celestial Spellweaver here and gain Conduit 6, as well as on Incant, gain Conduit 1. So the more spells you cast on the floor, the more consistent Conduit you have there, or we could have Silver Empress 2. In Full Moon, have +40 Conduit instead of +15. So significantly more magic power, but it's only available half of the time. I'm going to continue leaning down that line because of the fact that we can constantly shift back and forth. So I can shift to it if I need to, I think. Take the money. Armory. Gain an equipment or a room card. Boiler room. Gain an energy when an enemy dies. I mean, it's hard to argue that's not the choice here. It's so much energy. Ember. It's so much Ember. Swift Steel Dagger here as well. 1 Ember, plus 15 damage, and also make the unit quick. Which is fine, maybe on Astrologer especially. Meat Shields on the Resolve phase, gain 10 health. That's kind of already what the Winch's Spirit is doing. Smidgestone! Reduce a unit to 1 size. Yes, please. I will have a 1-size Shade Guard. We could give 14 additional damage, 20 additional health to something. I feel like maybe I should make these meddlers just a little bit thicker so that they don't immediately die to the first person who does a sweep attack. Dealstone, dualism. I don't think... Avarice 20 on the Miser. Oh. Moon Pixie. Actually, Moon Pixie. The Enchanter's now Conduit 6, so each unit on the floor grants 6 more magic power to every spell used on that floor. Kind of holding on to a bit of money here. I'm actually leaning towards re-rolling. Let's do it. Large Stone. Upgrade a unit with 1 additional capacity and 15 damage as well as 50 health. It's also Glimmerstone, upgrade a unit with 5 conduit. I could give that to Moon Pixie and just have ridiculous conduit on you. I actually really like that, but I also think that you need some additional health so that you don't just die immediately. Upgrade a unit with 3 Avarice. They're back on the Nightingale. Sure. Another unit with Titanite, though. I do want the Astrologer to be the front of their own line at some point. I feel like Large Stone is the way we get there, though. Back into battle. Back into the fray. Pyre Dampener. -1 energy per turn. With the Split Anvil, we do have some control over that. With Boiler Room, actually, we have a lot more control over that. Never mind. Not going to be a problem. Deployment phase. Well, I guess it's more of a problem here in the opening turn where I only have 3 power to put all my stuff down. I mean, Ekka obviously needs to be played, so does the Shade Guard. So I could pop the Nightingale on the bottom line here. Yeah, I think that's a better idea. Golden Touch is very ready. First off, let's get a Moon Pixie on this field. Yeah. Good amount of damage on that Golden Touch right there. I do have to use it, which means, unfortunately, I have to skip over playing the Meddler this turn. Do I have to? I do. It gives me full Dragon Sword if I use it every turn. Oh, you know what I could do, though? Oh, that's funny. Actually, no, I've already got the kill on that one. We'll take out the one that does the more damage. I mean, this is easy. We just Bloody Moon one of you. Golden Touch another. Actually, hang on. Ekka, you really should have given me a spell before I did any of that. Oh, God. Wait a second. Are you always going to give... Okay, I hope you always give me the same spell if I do that. Because if this is a random output, I should not be able to undo it and try again. Otherwise, you'll get a lot of save scummy kind of activity. I kind of want to keep Bloody Moon in the deck, though. Yeah. It's important to make sure the enemy dies. Already up to 3 Horde. Ooh! Hell yes, hell yes, hell yes. Okay, Boiler Room on the bottom line. Now, anyone I kill is going to give me an energy. 1, 2, 3. On this top line, I just literally play a Spear Steward to take out this enemy. I imagine one of the Covenants is going to be top... when you play a unit to the top line, it's dazed, so it can't attack immediately. Because that's what it was in the first game. But while that's not the case, I'll take advantage. I mean, we're definitely using Golden Touch. Multiple times. Well, if I had more, I mean. Now I have the ability to play the rest of these. I guess maybe I should set up the top. Oh my god, the duality is also just enough damage on this line. So how much conduit are we getting from here? 6, 6, 6, 6. And then you also have innately? No, you gave 6 to... Okay, right, so it's literally just the 24. 24 by 5 is 120. That makes sense. Yeah, that's how the duality's gotten here. Get him. Get him. Get him. Got him. Now here's the secret strat. Golden Touch will still pay out if I kill my own unit with it. I'm so sorry. But you are more valuable as Golden Horde right now. I'm going to use Bloody Moon on my top line. Perfect. Giving me back giving me back the 2 energy I spent on it because it slew something, as well as making my Golden Touch and Firestarter cost 0. Then Golden Touch for the back line. Oh, Incant is Corruption 3 to our units when we cast a spell on the floor. Oh, dear. Alright, let's have a look at this turn again. So this boss gives Corruption 3 to all of our units when we play a spell on the same floor. So I need not to play spells on this floor. But I also need to be able to kill the Disciple of Ruin. Well, this is a conundrum. I really shouldn't play spells on that floor. Oh, if I play a meddler... Right, yes. If I play a meddler, and I can intercept the right damage at the right time... Wait, you get native... Oh, you would go out of moon phase. Oh no, I could use the meddler's ability immediately and go back in moon phase. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're completely fine, actually. Meddler go there. Shift us back into new moon phase. Now we win the fight, and now I can use my... Oh dear. Damn it. I can't use Golden Touch without losing. And I'm not going to be able to take out my own Spear Steward with just the Golden Touch here, unfortunately. Oh well. It's fine. I can hardly ask for more than winning the fight, as well as attacking a bunch of times with Avarice units. Winning the fight and a whole lot of money? I guess. If you twist my arm. We'll go to the speed of light. Just for a little bit here. There we go. 75. We did take 6 damage to the fire, but I truly believe it was worth it. 150 coins as well as 75. A dragon sword to collect here as well, which I think does have a artifact in it right now. We'll check in a second. Cover of Night. 1 Ember to play the Consume spell. Phase to New Moon. Apply 5 damage and Stealth 1 to friendly units. Hell yeah! There's also Aurora Weaver. Moon Cycle, gain Conduit 1. I have to say, that's a very small amount of Conduit to really gain on Moon Cycle. Maybe it's easier to Moon Cycle than I'm thinking. And then there's Planetarium. I'm taking Cover of Night. Just allows me to face the new moon. Stuck up well with the ability to apply Avarice to friendly units, which I do like, admittedly, and I did take the Heaven's Light. There's also Make It Rain, deal 5 damage to enemy units, spend 5 coins, and repeat this card's effect up to 3 more times. Yeah, that's going to be an insane amount of damage. This is going to give me a random artifact, but I would prefer to loot a random artifact now and another random artifact later than only get a choice and deny the power right now. Oh, Pireborn's Insignia. When you equip a friendly unit, apply Conduit 4. Also, Sizzling Firecracker. Spells gain 3 additional damage for each upgrade on their card. That's actually really good because it's immediately 6 additional damage on the Golden Touch. Oh, I actually like that a lot. Oh my god, the Emot Tome! Create an ephemeral copy of the first spell you play each turn. That's definitely good for us. Oh, this is kind of getting nasty. Empyrean Well, offering us the ability to duplicate a card. I mean... I feel compelled to get a second Moon Pixie, because if I put 2 of them on the same floor, I really feel like every one of our spells will just eviscerate the enemies. Yeah, I'm going left. Well, first off, Unstable Vortex. Let's get rid of 2 cards. Firestarters cost us Ember, whereas the Witchweaves don't. So basically rip to 2 of the Firestarters for exactly that reason and no other reason. Actually, I definitely don't have the ability to play both of these Shield Stewards at the start of the fight. They are big, beefy lads. Did I make the Astrologer big and beefy? I did make the Astrologer big. And beefy. All right, I'll get rid of 1 shield steward and 1 fire star. Then we'll look at duping a card in a moment. Spell Sanctum. Spells cost -1. Whoa. Resolve! Mind Cage, on resolve, reduce cooldown by 1. So that's good, because if we give that to a single meddler, then we always have full control over the moon. Literally every turn, we can just moon phase. Combine 2 equipment cards into 1. Lava armor as arrow equipment, not really that relevant. Spell Sanctum also decreases the cost of cards that are basically free for me already, so I don't really get too much value out of that. Definitely going to be taking Mind Cage and upgrading the Boiler Room to be deployable. I would like to have that at the start of the fight, please. Unfortunately, you can't merge 2 of the same equipment together, so I can't merge Lava Armor with Lava Armor. Spell Sanctum, Sacrificial Chamber. I could re-roll here, get some more equipment maybe to look at. Do I have a Merchant of Trinkets in the next area? I do indeed. But it's next to another Pyre Remains. Do I want that? I do really feel like getting some equipment here is a good idea. I'm gonna re-roll. Ooh! Bloodthirsty Blade. 1 Ember, 4 damage. On Slay, this equipment gains +1 damage permanently. Actually, does that matter? Well, it'd be good on Nightingale. I don't want to merge it with any other equipment, do I? No. That's a shame. Zone of Silence, 2 Ember to grant silence to non-boss enemy units on that floor. Silence is a very powerful thing. I just don't think I need any of that. You know what? I'm going to remove another card from the deck. Get another Fire Starter out of here. And in fact, I'm going to get rid of a Spear Steward as well. Heading to the Empyrean Well. Do I dupe an Astrologer? It's so little damage that it gains. I don't think it's good enough. Honestly, another copy of Duality, even without an upgrade, might be good enough. Another copy of Good of Night, Cover of Night, rather, for the same reason. Mind Cage for the same reason. If I have 2 meddlers out and both of them are Mind Caged. Moon Pixie. It's Moon Pixie. Yeah. Heaven's Seal. Non-boss enemy units restore 150 health when they move up a floor. So the highest health units here are Harpus Protectors giving Titan Skin, Malevolent Hunters giving haste. No, you definitely have a big boy. You're not just gonna have these. Can I deal with that though? I think I might be able to deal with that. 200 coins is definitely worth dealing. Okay. So I think I have to set up on the top floor now, because it'll give me as long as possible to get as much power into the Shade Guard before I have to actually fight with them. So, Ekka, Shade Guard. Then I'm thinking Nightingale. And Boiler Room. Boiler Room is going to be too instrumental when I get it. I have to have it. Let's Bloody Moon their backliner. Right, of course, that ephemeral copied it. Let's head back to the top of the turn and not do that just yet then. Because Golden Touch I could use twice. I'd be able to take out both Harper's Protector and the Malevolent Hunter. And yeah, they do have a big boy. It's just 150 health in the front line. I really do want to do that too. But that'd be 2 energy I'm expending there. I wouldn't really be able to do much else. Do I need to do much else? Astrologer on the next line so I can protect the next meddler that gets summoned. Because I'm not going to be able to summon this one. Big Astrologer. Yep. I'm getting just 2 Dragon Horde a turn casually. So Haste Moon moves the Malevolent Hunter directly from the 1st to the 3rd floor, but I'm fully ready for them up there. Also, I guess Ekka, yeah, you should give me another golden... never mind, that's a 3rd for me this turn. Oh boy. Is our damage good enough on that top line? It's time to find out. First off, Moon Pixie. Give me the ability to... oh boy. Golden Touch takes out the unit as well as gives me another Golden Touch in hand. Golden Touch takes out the bottom line as well. My god, we're already up to 7 Dragon's Horde. Lava and Witch Weave sets up the kill on the Executioner. Perfect. We have more than enough damage, but only just. I don't need to kill 2 units with the Golden Touch this turn. I can, in fact, only benefit from killing 1. Miser on this line is very important. Just making money. I feel like I should use Duality twice. Yeah, sure. Make it rain on the bottom line, clear them out. I don't really have anyone to heal with this. Yeah, there we go. Come on, Ekka. Give me that final spell. Yes. That's exactly what I wanted, because it'll just straight up take out one of these units for us. Oh my god. Flicker is already 78 damage on this line. That's with the 40 conduit from Ekka, as well as the another 24 from the Moon Pixie. And there's another Moon Pixie to be drawn out of the deck next turn as well. I could Mind Cage Ekka just to get another spell each turn, and honestly, that seems good. Really shouldn't use this Golden Touch. It'll just hold over to the next turn, but I can't benefit from it anymore, so may as well not have it. Oh boy. Bloodthirsty Blade is not really going to get many slays, I've realized. Second Moon Pixie. Thank you for Witch Weave, Ekka. Throw a fire starter, then another fire starter. Witch Weave, Witch Weave. I kind of don't want the Harpist to die yet. Because I want the battle on this floor to go on as long as it possibly can. While the Miser is still just using Avarice to steal. So I'm going to set that up. If I need to kill the Harpist, I will have a spell to kill the Harpist, don't worry. And the time certainly will come when I need to kill him. Oh boy. Cover of Night. Face the new moon. Apply 5 damage and stealth 1 to all friendly units. Thank you for the Firestarter Ekka. Let's face the new moon. Okay, so it seems like if you phase 2 new moon from new moon, it goes past a full moon in the middle. Because we also got armor on all of our silent units. Perfect. I'll do that phasing again. Hit up Winch's Spirit, which I was supposed to do last floor in order to keep the Avarice alive a little longer. Oops. I mean, realistically, this is already done. And I do want the fight to take as long as possible again, because we have an Avarice attacker on this floor, giving us 12 gold every time he attacks. I'll speed it up a little. We get it. The guy's a big wall, and we're hacking away at him. 75 gold, 200 for taking the challenge, 2 allied clan packs, as well as another full dragon horde. Moonrise. 0 ember, consume, gain 1 ember, and then phase to full moon. No. I only want new moon. Give me cover of night again. I am kind of leaning that way, to be honest. I think I can overstack that floor, give it stealth consistently, dupe cover of night every time I draw it for the first time, emote tome it, get 2 copies of it. I think I can get a lot of value out of those. Fanning the Flame, that's also really good. Explosive, deal 3 damage to a random enemy unit, and then on Slay, increase its damage by 3 permanently. Dragon's Breath and Mind Cage are also there. I have a Mind Cage. I kind of do want another, though. And we loot. Hidden Coffers. Increase max Dragon Horde by 2. Yes, please. Ember Charge is also good, but I need more deployment Ember than I need Ember on my first turn. When a unit gains Biogel, it gains 1 stack. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good with Flaming Talons. Gives 50% more Biogel when they ascend. But it's certainly Hidden Coffers first. The first rune card played is each battle is applied to all floors. Admittedly, Boiler Room to all of the floors is pretty sick. Volatile Gauge. When you draw any non-champion card, its cost is randomized between 0 and 3. Draw 2 additional cards each turn. Only because we have so many 0-cost cards that will actually, on average, increase the cost of our deck. You have a lot of leverage for using things like this. This is so powerful. Purified Soul Shard. Unit cards without upgrades cost -1. Damn it. I upgraded both of the Meddlers, both of the Moon Fairies. Yeah, that's not great. I will take Manifold Mirror. And this one, I was gearing up to head to the Merchant of Trinkets, and yes, I have more than enough money to justify that movement. Starter cards cost 1 less. That's a way to get a costs on 0 or 0 cost on fire starters. Emblem versatile stuff. If you play 3 different cards of card in the turn, draw 1 and gain 1 energy, yes. On deployment phase, draw a room card from your deck, reduce its cost to 0. Perfect. That'll save us some Ember. I'll take all 3. I'll re-roll. Expanded coffers! Increase max Dragon Horde by 3 again. Oh, there's also full Moonstone. At end of turn, if it's full moon, I never want to end turns on full moon. I will occasionally, though. Spells in hand gain 10 magic power. There's also the Sinner's Salve. Blights and Scourges cost 0 Ember, but I'm going to take the expanded coffers. Hell yeah. Remove 2 cards from the deck. Now that the Fire Starters cost 0, I'm very much leaning towards just removing the last Shield Steward and Spear Steward. Yeah. Out with the olds, we got the achievement Purge all Steward cards from your deck. Yeah, it was only a matter of time for that one. Merchant of Arms, Celestial Alcove, Forgotten Boons. Yeah, that's probably the way we're going next time. But for the moment, let's head into our second big boss battle against Kale. Vampiric Feed. Kale and his cherubs grant 7 additional damage and lifesteal 1 to enemy units. Alright, Boiler Room. Manifolds its way through the entire building. I do want to interrupt units as quickly as possible, so I will be on the bottom line. Shade Guard is certainly the defender. Ekka. And Nightingale as well, thank you. Oh my god, I can Golden Touch 2 of these units immediately. Oh, and I've got the Meddler to Moon Phase immediately as well, hell yes. I'll do that after I have taken down these 2 units. So I'll take down the Vampiric Cherub so that it doesn't offer lifesteal to the Ravenous Zealot. Almost did it again. Hit him with the second Golden Touch. Then a low-cost Firestarter and Witchweave. Perfect. Let's summon a Meddler who will help us Moon Phase. We can even drop some Lava Armor on our frontliner. Some additional health. Ooh, another Lava Armor. Yeah, I'll pop that on the Moon Phaser, actually. Oh, actually, the Moon Phaser is going to need Mind Cage before too long. Yeah, that was probably a poor move. Hit the Golden Touch on the back line again. Golden Touch is very much going to be the only thing that's important to me for a while. At least until I have 13, then I'll stop. Summon another Meddler. I can also Moon Phase twice right now just to get another 10 armor. Yeah, probably not worth it. Oh, I don't even have space down there for another Moon Pixie. I love that at the start of every turn it's full moon, so I have the 40 conduit from Ekka, and then at the end of the turn it's new moon, so I get my Shade Guard buff and I have Nightingale multi-striking. It's working pretty well, if I do say so myself. Should probably pop a Miser on the next floor. And then moon phases, thank you. I guess I could do that slightly better if I wanted to rewind, but we're so far ahead in this that I really, truly don't believe that to be relevant. That said, I could have prevented 7 damage on my frontliner. Golden Touch twice. Oh, Ekka has a Bloody Moon for us. Cool. Bloodthirsty Blade on you. Moon Bixie can go up with Avarice. Ugh. I guess it will. Yeah, it's fine to lose him. Mind Cage on Ekka so that I can get a spell from her every turn. Oh. And we meddler our way back into the new moon. 10 more armor again. There's 3. Okay, yes. Good. Please give me another Golden Touch, by the way. Here. Damn it. Bloody Moon is good, but there's no Golden Touch. Cover of Night, we can shift forward to New Moon. I should shift forward to New Moon before I do that, though. There we go, Astrologer on the next floor as well. Let's shift forward to New Moon twice. I do think the armor gain from the New Moon shifting, as well as actually the stealth gain, is going to be good enough to prevent the melee weakness and Seraph with Rage from taking out my units immediately. I think we're pretty settled against that. Oh, hell yes. I mean, Ekka? Oh my god. Oh, that's so cool. Another copy of Cover of Night, which it could have been the first card I played that turn, and I could have gotten another ephemeral copy off of it if I really wanted. Oh my god, I've still got 2 Covers of Night in this hand. Make It Rain would do so much damage, but I really don't need to use it. Okay. Meddle into New Moon, and then stay there, but also get a bunch of benefits, and then stay there, but get a bunch of benefits again. Okay, the Bloodthirsty Blade appears to have gotten 1 kill so far. To be fair, I have been channeling all of the easy kills into the Golden Touch. I'm gonna double Duality, because it only seems appropriate. But also, because the Golden Touch is already gonna be enough to take out that unit. Oh my god, we got Cover of Night again, hell yeah. Shift us to a New Moon, and then back to another New Moon. Oh, this is truly cruel. Full 13 Dragon Horde in this fight as well. Alright, Ekka. What do I want to do? Go, pop double Bloody Moon there. It truly, really does not matter. Oh, right. I forgot about my avarice. I'm supposed to leave this fight to resolve for as long as possible. Oops. Shouldn't play the spells. $200 coins, rare pack, a major enhancement, and the full 13 Dragon Horde. Stardust Invocation. 1 ember to consume a spell, or 1 ember, spell, consume. Phase, so advances the current phase of the moon. Create an ephemeral copy of a spell in your hand. I mean, that is cool, but realistically, duality with the attuned multiplier is much more important for me, because I am already phasing constantly. And I'm already duping spells constantly as well. Do I need another spell duper? Oh boy. If I reduce the cost of this, I could truly just rattle off a stupid amount of spells in a turn. Alright. I really don't think I need energy. I think we have just bypassed energy entirely. It's not a problem for us. Limbo Solace, please. Yes, I will take 1 of 3 major boss artifacts. So I get to select another boss artifact. Holy... Medallion of Superiority. Units with gain 3/3 for each upgrade on their card. That'll be really good for the Meddlers and the Moon Pixies, in fact. Just keep them a little safer. Fireborn Insignia. When you equip a friendly unit, apply Conduit 4. Probably more important than the Hellfire Bellows for 1 additional Pyre each stack, as well as Fire as Breath for Whelp supplying some Pyre. And then I'm going to draw another one per turn. And you know what? How many battles do I have? 1, 2. I got 1 more battle. I'm going to get another 13 Dragon's Horde. And I'm going to draw another goddamn card a turn. You cannot stop me. You literally can't. Please don't. I'm going to head over to the Merchant of Arms on the left-hand side here. Forgot Moons, Celestial Alcove. Let's go to the Light Forge first. I mean, I'm going to go all the way with the Silver Empress here. Upgrade Full Moon to a full 70 Conduit. Merchant of Arms. Soul Smelter. Siphon. Triggers when a unit dies on this floor. Gain 1 soul. Celebrate. Gain 1 Dragon Horde for every 4 soul. I don't need that. I have enough ways to get Dragon Horde and it's literally 1 card. Inferno Room deals 50 damage to all units at the start of the combat. My rooms take over the whole map because of the Manifold Mirror, so... no thank you. And Zone of Silence. Also no thank you. I can upgrade an equipment or room to be drawn in the opening hand, which... I've already got Boiler Room doing that. Mind Cage would be kind of good. Just so that I'm getting a spell out of Ekka every turn. Actually, the more I think about that, the more convinced I find myself. Combine 2 cards into 1 cards. Nah. Alright, Celestial Alcove, what do you got? Ooh. You come across a mound of wings resting on a delicate cloud, barely holding the mound's weight. The wings look as if they've been clipped off as a punishment, some of which seem to be still in good shape, and with some work could take on a new owner. As you approach, you catch a glimmer of something shining deep in the pile. But digging through it could risk the collapse of the entire mound. Do you take a pair of wings or search the pile? So, a pair of wings would literally just upgrade a unit with +5, +10, and move to a targeted location on any floor. Can you bypass size requirements with this? It's also search deeper, 50% chance to find uncommon wings, 10% chance to collapse. You know what? Deeper. You find a single large wing. Although it's missing its pair, it seems like an improvement on the previous set. Any more disturbance to the pile might trigger a collapse. Says. Set in context, by the way. That one's not me misreading. Although I do that constantly. So you could be forgiven for thinking so. But you still see a gleam of something shining deeper within the pile. Do you take a pair of wings or do you search the pile? 10% chance to find rare wings or a 25% chance to collapse? Deeper. You search even deeper into the pile, but find nothing new. The floor beneath has begun to shift, signaling an imminent collapse. But you still see a gleam of something shining deeper within the pile. I'm gonna push my luck on this one. 20% chance to find rare wings, 50% chance for it to just straight up collapse. Oh my god. Searching through the enormous pile, you finally reach the source. Wings of light, golden and radiant, untainted by Titan corruption. Wings of Light gives a 4-turn cooldown. Move to a targeted location on any floor, deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to this unit's damage. It also gives Titanite. Incoming damage is reduced by half, as well as 10 damage and 20 health to the unit. Holy hell. Yeah, oh my god, it can go over the top of what? It can go over the top of a unit. Okay, we should definitely overmax a unit size, and I think it should be the Shade Guard. And I think if we get the ability to dupe, we should get a second Shade Guard. Do I need it? Maybe it shouldn't be Shade Guard. Maybe it should be Nightingale. Much more damage. It's better to have spread value. Also, it's Titanite. Titanite is a lot of the value, and the Shade Guard has already got Titanite. Yeah, I'm gonna give that to Nightingale. Just as you take the pair of wings, the cloud shudders. Before you know it, the entire mound collapses into the sky. You're safe, and you came away with something rare. Okay, I'm never pushing my luck there again. I got the good result once. That's all I needed. Card from the deck. Realistically, honestly, Bloodthirsty Blade should be cut from this deck. It's not actually providing value here. God, there's a lot of things I should cut from this deck. Merchant of Trinkets. Steel and Empyrean Well. Okay, so we're going left next time. I'm gonna save all of my money until then. Well, no, I'm gonna reroll in here at least. Mind Cage. Ooh, equalizing rings and equipment. This unit's health is, sorry, this unit's damage is equal to its max health. I could just drop that on the astrologer. No one would be any the wiser. It's not necessary. Yeah, I don't need to do anything here. A battle awaits us. Thorn Guard. A penitent prayer stone is spawned on each floor. It has spike 6 as well as 200 health. If we can bash through it, we get 400 gold. Admittedly, I don't think I'm going to need the 400 gold. I'm going to have more money than I need in the next phase anyway. So realistically, for that reason, I shouldn't do it, so that I can afford to spend all my resources on other things. Yeah, then I don't have to worry about my moon pixies killing themselves against the prayer stones. It's largely that it literally won't benefit me. It's like, I'm so far past the point that that's actually going to help. Boiler room on every floor, please. Then Luna, Shade Guard. I really want to play Mind Cage, but I don't have the Ember for it. Maybe I get energy with this next Dragon Sword. I only need more deployment Ember, though. I don't really need more Ember each turn. Nightingale. You're a lot of damage. I can't ignore you. Ooh, Deafening Herald. Grants your unit silence. Disables triggers and abilities. Completely fine by me, because I am going to hit you with a Golden Touch. Got him. Nightingale now has Flying Strike, which... Okay, it's unclear to me whether or not I would be able to target a place that I'm not at. A position that's full. I do want my next Golden Touch to get a kill as well. Make It Rain will literally just wipe out these enemies. It's got to be Witch Weave, Firestarter on the same unit. Ekka... No, I didn't play anything last turn, obviously. Witch Weave, that, and then Golden Touch. There's our second Dragon Horde of the fight. Lava Armor definitely goes on the front liner. Moon Pixie as well goes down. Ooh, Meddler. Yes, please. Then we can phase into the new moon. I do think I'll get the Bloodthirsty Blade on the field, literally just so that it starts accumulating. Also, I get 2 extra energy next turn because I killed them in the resolution phase, so we're now up to 5. Yeah, Boiler Room just solves all of our problems. It's so good. Yeah. Oh my god, another one? 1, 2, Golden Touch, another Golden Touch, up to 5 Dragon Horde. Again, it's turn 2. Astrologer definitely goes on the top floor. I don't want anyone getting past us. Mind Cage. I mean, I feel like the Meddler really needs that so that I can Moon Phase every turn. Eyes are on that top floor. Okay. We Moon Phase, and then I Cover of Night for another Moon Phase. Because we can, damn it. Okay, and then I'm actually going to Nightingale to my own position, just so that you get the Slay. What? Oh! It counts as ability damage. It's not Nightingale attacks when they get to that position. It's they use they deal ability damage equal to their damage to the enemy front unit, so it gets blocked by Spell Shield, which blocks spells and abilities. Got it. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, hell yeah. Double up on the Golden Touch. Cover of Night, we'll be doing that again. Meddler on the top line, as well as a Moon Pixie. So now we're on New Moon, good. Then I'll shift twice, thrice. Fungus Among Us. Unlock the Underlegion. A Mycelial clan? I mean, I did see some mushrooms in some of the art, so I had to imagine. It's nice, because that's going to cover our fun guy role, right? Like our round friend role. Mushrooms are quite round. We don't have imps, like we did in the first game. I'm happy to see something else take that role. All right, that's gonna do it. I don't need to do anything else here. Stardust Invocation. That'll phase us, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. So, phase us. Actually, do I phase first? No, I'm gonna use Bloody Moon. There we go, lowering the cost of things. Drop a Mind Cage on the back line. Summon a spell, which I should have done in the other order. Oops, oops, oops. It's not going to matter because I have so much energy, though. Firestarter sets up for a Golden Touch, taking out that unit. Three waves remaining. I have enough time to use enough more Golden Touches not to have to worry about using the Stardust Invocation right now. And back into New Moon, please. We're done with our conduit. One. Bloody Moon sets up. Two. One more with the Dragon Sword next turn, and we are settled. Really don't need to do anything with anyone right now. We're kind of far beyond needing to do things. I'm not going to use the Stardust Invocation. I don't need to use that yet. Oh no, I was supposed to shift the phase. I didn't do it. Oops. Mm-hmm. Golden Touch one of my own units to finish off my Dragon's Horde, and we are ready. Let's take down the enemy frontliner here. Wait, no, they have an incant. Apply one spikes to friendly units. Whoops. Thankfully, I still will be killing all of you. Why any reason to do it differently? Again, it just comes down to, does the Nightingale get to attack enough times? Yes. Alright, leave it. Yeah, Nightingale is getting some good Avarice in here. Oh, hang on. Doesn't have multi-strike because I forgot to shift the phase again. Oh, if I shifted the phases, we would have been so much stronger. What? Mooncaller. Moon cycle triggers an additional time. So, you know, astrologer... Is it moon cycle everywhere? Oh, hang on. Okay, the meddlers. The meddlers use the ability Manipulate to phase. This would just double the outcome. I was hoping for more phasing. Well, actually, speaking of, Lunacy, phase X times, apply 1X conduit. Yes, please. Soul Smelter, make it rain in greed, deals damage to all enemy units and you gain gold for each. Just really not relevant at this point. Time to loot another Dragon Sword. When you damage your own unit, reduce cooldown by 1. Honestly, it doesn't happen though, so I'll take Hellfire Bellows. On your first turn, 2 additional energy. Yes, please. Ooh, after using an ability, friendly units gain 3 armor. That's also really valuable. More valuable. Oh, you're not gonna let me get another one? Come on! Yeah, I'll take the Ember. I need it. New clan unlocked. Underlegion. Join with the mushroom folk of the Rotwood as they turn death and decay into victory. I'm keen to do so, but I'll focus on the run that's ahead of us at the moment. Let's head to the left, as I'd said previously, the Empyrean Well over here. Mage Blade adds an additional 1 damage per stack. So Mage Blade is a status effect plus 1 damage per stack for each magic power on the floor. Right. But I haven't gotten Mage Blade on anyone, so it's not relevant. That said, I could also just buy it because it's not relevant. I have enough money to buy everything. Sacrificial Chris. Apply 6 Pyre Gel to enemy units when a Welt dies, and Trader's Quill. When an enemy with a card with Consumer's Blade, deal 30 damage to the front enemy unit. I'm just going to take all 3 because I can, then I'm going to re-roll, and I'm probably going to take all 3 again. Oh, actually, I'm going to stop right now. Golden Idol, obviously not useful here. Pyre Stone Housing, units get an extra upgrade slot. Because of that extra upgrade slot, we have so much more we can do at this Merchant of Steel. Large Stone and Smidge Stone. Oh my god, actually... Astrologer, you are now huge! And now you are tiny. We turned them into 4 size and then turned them down. I kind of want to re-roll here just to see... Well, Meddler... No, I got the armor one. I'm going to re-roll here just to see whether or not I can get like multi-strike or something. Dualism could have been relevant, but Tight Knight to another unit? Maybe the Astrologer having that would be nice, but certainly not necessary. Avarice, Conduit. No, I suspect I'll probably just remove another card from the deck with that. So here we go. Definitely feels like I should get rid of a fire starter here. One fire starter, one of the lava armors as well. And then I kind of want to drip an Astrologer, but I also know I desperately don't need that. Actually, I can also remove Golden Touch. I definitely don't need to gain even more Dragon's Horde. Another Shade Guard also seems pretty good right now. Give me another Shade Guard. Just in case my first one dies and I desperately need it, it'll be there, waiting for me. And I'll give Tight Knight to that, because there's no reason to go into a fight with no money. Or rather, sorry, there's no reason to take the money into the fight. Alright, Boiler Room. Every floor, covered. Will weaken the defense of your units and enrage his own. Shade Guard. Ekka on the bottom line, with a Mind Cage behind. An Astrologer and Nightingale both feel like they should go on this bottom line. No, see, the thing is, the Meddlers can go on a different line. They don't need to be down here. I could put 2 Moon Pixies on this line if I really wanted to as well, though. And I feel like there might be some utility in that. Use the Astrologer to block on another line. Yeah, these sweeps on the bottom line are going to be serious. So, 1 Moon Pixie down here. I probably just Witch Weed twice, taking out the Ragewing Assassins immediately. I don't want to use Golden Touch so that I don't redraw it from Holdover. So if I can get away without it, I will. I think I should I think I should do the phasing down here, actually. And who wants conduit? Yeah, I guess you. Yeah, it's a lot of armor. Still can't take down that avowed gladiator, though. It's fine, I'll be able to throw a spell at you next turn. Thankfully, I won't be drawing the dead card. It only gave me three additional boss relics. Absolute dead card. All right, Ekka, what do you got for us? Bloody Moon can decrease the cost of everything, but I should play something else first to dupe it. Duality, that's so much damage right now. Do I have any AoE for that floor? I do, it's Make It Rain, it's a lot of damage. I don't really want to double cast that, to be honest with you. I kind of want to just dual cast Duality. Yeah, Make It Rain takes down literally all the enemy units there. Bloody Moon fills us up on energy. Shade Guard up on the top floor. I'll Cover of Night after I use the next Duality. Ooh, Pyreheart. Aquith's Reservation was just unlocked. That's about half of your health, Eternus, already gone. Quick Cover of Night so that we get the growth of the Shade Guards at the end of the turn as well. Okay, this is a good opportunity for me to develop the other Moon Pixie. Oh, another Cover of Night. Oh, this bottom line is so good. I'm literally just going to Cover of Night 3 times this turn. Now we're all invisible. I can also use Flicker. Mind Cage on one of the meddlers. We'll summon one of you on the top line. Actually, we'll probably summon both of you on the top line so that I can phase fully back. Give Mind Cage to one of you. Throw away a Bloody Moon, because I don't need it. Yeah. 2 more Covers of Night for this bottom line. No! Ran out of energy. Oh, I also should have shifted the phase twice there. Bloody Mooning a target. 2 targets, actually. Gaining some additional energy so that I can use Lunacy to phase 7 times. Seems a good idea to me. And this is applying Conduit, so we'll apply you to the duped fairy again. Let's Moon Phase once so that I get my power back up. Let me use Stardust Invocation to get another copy of Firestarter. Then I'm going to Moon Phase again to get back to full moon. Ekka, what have you got for me? Bloody Moon as well? Cool. Firestarter, Firestarter. I'm just throwing all of my damage at the back line. I'm just going to cast spells at you every time you come down here until you are dead. Because it truly doesn't seem like you can do anything about that. Definitely throw duality for this line. Oh, Ekka. Two tankiest units go down. Let's hit the Winger's Spirit now for the full heal on the Astrologist, keeping him healthy. We do take out the Terrifying Amalgam easily. Not super looking forward to this next floor, though. I could see that being a problem. Seraph Eternus, back to the bottom floor. Thank you. And now it is time for you to die. You literally stood in the wrong spot, buddy. I could make it rain. We could kill you that way. Or I could just stay in the full moon and hit you with duality for 760 damage. You know what? I'm going to make it rain. Yeah. Then I'm going to hit you with a duality. I'm sorry, Seraph. I couldn't wait until the actual boss rush. Arkwit's Reservation. Once per battle, select the heart to gain 3 Ember. Hell yes. Can you do that in deployment? Let me get a no. Though we'll probably have to explore that kind of thing in the next episode. We did just unlock another Pyre Heart though, so I believe we're going to get another little bit of the story here before the end. Also, Lunar Coven levels up to level 2, gaining a 1 Ember spell called Gravity. Deal 5 damage. On a new moon, descend. On a full moon, ascend. Sick. Bit versatile there. Astrologer's Orrery as well. The relic says, the first time each turn it becomes full moon, gain 1 Ember, that is. Only the first time, I see. Still, that's energy every other turn. Cosmic Bolt for the level 3 level up the Lunar Coven. 2 Ember spell attuned, deal 35 damage. And then the Circle of Cycles, an artifact that restores 10 health to the lowest health friendly unit on Moon Cycle. Again, a lot of reasons to cycle. Pyreborn levels up to get the Pyre-Blooded, a 2-cost 1-size dragon with the ability Empower. And Empower says, cooldown 3, gain damage equal to Pyre Gel stacks on all units. Sick. We also got the artifact Magma Core. Your Pyre applies Pyre Gel 2 to enemy units on all floors on Revenge. Ideally, the Pyre doesn't get hit, but I'm certain there are some Pyre Hearts where the intent is to let them get hit. And Lady Gilda. You've unlocked the alternate champion for this clan, hell yeah. You can now choose to start runs with this champion and their starter card. Underlegion unlocked, Heart of the Pact unlocked, and Covenant rank up. Covenant rank 3, Merchant reroll costs are 50% higher, and Purge costs scale 50% faster. We also mastered 18 different cards, including Ekka, Duality, and Stardust Invocation. We're never going to have as much progress per run as we will for these first couple of runs in terms of the unlocking discovered and mastered cards and obviously hitting new victory flags. So I'll enjoy it while it lasts. Hef, I need to ask you something.
That bad, huh? Didn't think I'd see you looking at me for wisdom. What's got you all wound up?
That covenant. It's barely holding together. Angels and demons. No one trusts each other. And why should they? It wasn't long ago that we were fighting against one another. Your father, Herzl, brought everyone together. He unified the clans of hell. Then he forged the covenant between heaven and hell. How did he do it?
Funny you should say that.
What do you mean?
Earlier today I found something better than advice. Come on, you're gonna want to see this.
Is that Herzl? It can't be.
It's him, all right. I never thought I'd see my dad again. He was frozen solid, deep within some cavern, just waiting to be found. And is alive. Advice ain't enough to do my old man in. Once he thaws, he'll be up and running soon enough. Then, you can ask him all the questions you have yourself.
Hef, this is incredible. I thought your father perished in the invasion. I tried to save him. Come on, let's not waste any time. Help me bring him closer to the pyre. We'll give him a warm welcome home. Oh, we also unlocked Malika's Dimension Portal. An achievement just unlocked. Herzl.
So cold.
Wakey, wakey, old friend. I knew you'd get yourself iced one day, but I never thought you'd literally get yourself iced.
Where am I?
A better place than you've been in a while. Tell me, Herzl the totally ordinary. What do you remember?
Totally ordinary. Old friend. I remember ice. Before that, Seraph. And before that, the broken covenant.
Yeah, your life's work, all gone. Nobody could have ever predicted what Seraph the whatever would break the world, no siree.
Has Seraph won? Is he lost? What happened to Fel?
Oh, you and your drama. Not only did Fel survive, she's alive and thriving. I'll fill you in on all the details. And that's how you ended up in the Covenant Outpost. It's actually quite lively here. Maybe I'll set up a shop for a little bit and see how much damage I do.
Oh, I see. You're Malika. Gotcha.
To think Fel now fights against her brother, and that my own daughter rescued me. This news is better than I'd imagined.
What will Herzl, the great unifier, do now, I wonder? Will you try to become the leader you once were?
No, I am unfit to lead hell. It perished under my watch. Now, I simply want to be with those I care about. But before that, I do have one question for you. Who are you?
I'm Malika, the totally ordinary. But if you want an actual answer, you should ask that question, because you and I are one and the same.
Interesting. You've unlocked the dimensional portal. You can test your skills by playing tricky puzzle challenge runs. I'm gonna have to figure out what that means in the next episode. Until then, though, My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is the series playlist for all my content on the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. And a reward with a thank to and a special thanks this episode to Disney and the Mia. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.